Escape from Tarkov Season 1 has just arrived, and BSG has pretty much changed the entire task system. Some of them have been changed, some of them have been moved around, and some of them are completely brand new. So here is a quick and easy guide for the new task, Uninvited Guests Part 1 and Part 2. This is one of the first tasks for the new Cord Breach seasonal questline. Now, I'm not 100% sure on how to unlock this task or how this task chain really starts, but I unlocked this task after reaching proper loyalty level 2. So I'd imagine that this is the only prerequisite that you need for the quest. For this task, you'll need to locate and obtain the case with military equipment, and it also shows 3 optional objectives that showcase the spawn locations for the item. A quick disclaimer, you do not need to visit all of these locations to complete the quest. If you're like me and you found the case at the first location that you visited, then you do not need to go to the other locations. Here is a map of Shoreline and all of the potential spawn locations for the case. The first spawn location is in the power station building in the middle of the map. Once you reach the power station, you'll need to walk up the metal stairs to the top of the building, make your way to the back corner of the catwalk, and this is one of the spawn locations for the case. The second spawn location is on the second floor of the weather station building. Make your way up the hill until you reach the weather station, and this is the main building that you'll need for the quest. Unfortunately, I forgot to go into the building during my recording because I already completed the task, but this building is super straightforward and you'll be able to find the task item fairly easy. For the final spawn location, you need to go to the Sortie Tower. If you're having trouble finding this radio tower, you'll actually be able to see it at the weather station before you start heading in that direction. Make your way up the hill to the tower, and there should be a small shack with a bunch of cultist symbols all over it, and the spawn for the case should be somewhere in this shack. Once you obtain the case, you will automatically start the second part of this quest, where you'll need to hand over the case to the BTR driver. However, if you die with this case before this happens at any point, whether you're in Shoreline or going to the BTR driver on a different map, you will have to go back to Shoreline and obtain this case again. The BTR driver can be found on either Woods or the Streets of Tarkov map. I would highly recommend going to Woods for this part of the quest because there's a lot more areas for you to hide and wait for the BTR driver. Once you see the BTR driver, all you need to do is interact with one of the doors on the side of the vehicle and talk to the BTR driver. Select the option that says, "I'm here on Proper's behalf. I found the case his men were supposed to deliver." This will automatically complete the Uninvited Guests Part 2, and this should be taken off of your task screen. To complete Uninvited Guests Part 1, all you have to do is go back to the main menu, talk to Proper, and you will complete the quest. This will unlock a new task for the Cord Breach seasonal quest line called Cast the Net, and I'll have a guide on this very soon. Like I mentioned before, the entire task system for Tarkov has been revamped and streamlined for new and returning players, so I'll be making a lot more videos and guides in the future for Tarkov Season 1. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more gaming-related content. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!